Hey, good morning. I'm going to do a quick shave today. Got to get to church, and I have not left myself enough time. So that's why I picked this synthetic today, because it doesn't need any soaking. I don't like this particular knot. It's so springy. Even though the tips feel super soft, it's still got too much backbone for me. It is the Maggard razors brush that is so often recommended online, and for good reason, because I mean it seems to work well for a lot of people, just not me. But it's time to test it with a Slurry Lather. I have another brush that's similar, that was a synthetic that I used with the Slurry, and it worked all right. And so we're going to test this one too. Timeless 68 gap open comb razor, stainless steel. We're going to put the Nacet blade in it that I've been using for a long time. Smoking Bishop, because I've been using that for a couple days, and so it'll be a good test with the Slurry Lather today. This is a Barrister and Mann soap. Let's go ahead and load up the razor blade. So this should be 536, should be the use count today. There's the little markings and stuff. Day and a half worth of growth, roughly. Splash of water here. You know, lately here in North Carolina, the temperatures, we don't get much of a fall, at least compared to us. I mean, our temperatures don't get so extreme like up in Michigan and stuff like that, but it seems like right now this is cold water that I'm putting on my face, right? And I'm gonna run it over my brush as well. We didn't get very much time where it wasn't just beastly hot, and then bam, now the water's cold, you know. Oh, that little fall period where the temperature is just so enjoyable outside. I wish there was more of that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just run the brush here over the water pretty well, and then let's load for 30 swirls, 40 just to be sure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went ahead and went for longer because it wasn't sudsing up. And it only started sudsing up at about 40. And we can take that right to the face. Notice this brush just doesn't have very much water to it, and so it can't really, it just doesn't hold a lot of water. Apparently, I can keep kind of dribbling a little bit of the water from the sink. But basically, we've just kind of laid down a little paste. Which is fine. It's going to be very nice and slick and stuff. But it's definitely not a slurry lather. Just because the slurry comes from a very wet starting point, and it seems like this brush wasn't really able to hold that much water to be able to start at such a wet point. And so this looks like it's more like a kind of a normal face lather. But hey, I mean, another one focus of the slurry method is to just get you shaving quickly. You know, I went right to the face. Maybe I loaded too much soap. I could have more of a slurry right now if I had loaded less soap. So we'll just see how the rest of the shave goes. How's the slickness? Yeah, it's very nice. I did load a lot, and who knows, that may be the problem. The little amount of water that the brush holds just maybe became overwhelmed with this amount of soap. Pass one, a little bit of splash of water. Yeah, it's not nearly as super wet slick as the other brush types get. You know what might be beneficial? I'm going to take the lid of the soap, put some water in it, put it on the side here so that I can kind of dip the tips of my brush in. Never really liked this handle style. It's classic, and for some gripping types, it's very good. Now that's a good pass of lather, very slick. The Smoking Bishop is named after a winter type beverage, mulled fruits or something. Great way to start the day on a day with kind of chilliness around, and this water here is chilly. Dipped my tips again in the water. And then this is 3 passes, and see, the brush just doesn't have very much room in it to hold the water. Probably why a lot of guys go the overload route, because it's probably a little easier for the brush to hold. Soap, and concentrated soap. It's more sticky, you know, than water is. Now we get to a comfortable no tugging style pass here, having removed enough stubble. If you're using a younger blade, won't be an issue for you most of the time, unless you just happen to find a particular combo that doesn't work for you and your razor. And this may look like there's barely any lather on me, but it's very slick. My razor's actually moving quicker than it was earlier with what appeared to be better. And my razor would skip if, see, I can feel the slickness there. My razor would skip if there wasn't enough lather, or if the lather were too weak. All right, very nice. And a little rinse off now. Totally contrary to that, soap is Gillette, is a fine platinum Creed Aventus dupe, and so this may conflict totally, but I just feel like using it today. And the Smoking Bishop was probably going to fade anyway. Fine Accoutrements Platinum, which is a clone of Creed Aventus, unless I just said that, and I'm really sorry I repeated myself. All right, smells good. Not a lot of skin food in that particular line of products, but it does give you smell and antiseptic type features. After you cut your, after you rub the blade all over your face, you sometimes often need antiseptic just to kind of help yourself out, even if you don't see any bleeders and stuff. And there we go, nice close shave, reasonably close. If I had more time, I'd do 2 more passes just for fun. But actually not for fun, because I wasn't really enjoying this brush with the Slurry Lather. I might try it again some more, or I might bring in some of my other synthetics. But I don't think this particular knot, it was really holding enough water. But we will give it another chance, I think, because what if it's the soap that I loaded? What if I just loaded too much and that was the problem? So there we go. That's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. Been a little quick one this morning. And we're trying out this synthetic, the Plisson-type synthetic from Maggards. It's a popular brush. And another use on the Nacet blade. So there we go. Take care now. Bye.